the Wil Myers stuff. So Wil Myers, he was designated for assignment by the Reds on Tuesday. A 189 average so far this year with the Cincinnati Reds, a 540 OPS. He was on the IL a couple times. I think he had a shoulder sprain. He was sick. That's why he couldn't come to San Diego for that return series. That was Nando's home return, right? Will was supposed to be there. That was going to be great. It was still great, but it obviously sucked not being able to see Will there. And he, I think, was dealing with a kidney stone as well. So some unfortunate things that was happening for Will. I was looking at the comments from Red fans on social media, and it wasn't like hate towards Will. They were just like, yeah, it wasn't working. Young kids coming up. Sucks that Will had to deal with some time away. He was just coming back, and the Reds, they're in first place in the National League Central. Like, they're trying to win. And so it was a decision that had to be made. Obviously, now the question goes to, should the Padres bring back Will? He's been DFA'd. So I wouldn't expect there to be anyone that claims him, because I think they'd have to pay him millions of dollars that's left on his salary for this year. So I'd expect him to end up being released and become a free agent. Would he entertain a return to the Padres? I assume he would. But maybe he gets a starting job with another team and he wants to take that and then get traded at the deadline to a contender. With the Padres, what would Will's role be? Would it be DH? Would he take Brandon Dixon's spot? I would be fine, to be honest, with having Wil Myers take someone like Brandon Dixon's spot. Would he take Nelson Cruz's spot if they decide to just release Nelson Cruz because he's only making $1 million? By the way, the salary that they pay Will would be prorated minimum salary, I think, veteran minimum for however many games he'd be playing. So it would not be very much at all, just like the Nelson Cruz contract. So who would he take? I don't know which spot, but he can play first. We know that. He can play the outfield. He could fill in as a DH. I would be open to it, but I understand if the Padres also say, we parted with him for a reason. The Wil Myers era with the Padres, it's over. It was a great end to that, right? Celebrating with Padre fans, beating the Dodgers, him playing a part in that. Like, that was great. It was a great ending there. Obviously, they wish they would have won the World Series, but it was good. But they've closed that book. I understand if the Padres do that, but what's the worst that could happen? Like, it doesn't work out, and that's just another hitter in the lineup that's struggling, because they still have plenty of them. So I'd be willing to take the chance. That's me. Let me know in the comments if you disagree or if you agree on that. Like, Will, obviously, he's loved by the fans. I think he was loved in the clubhouse. And so it could provide an initial spark and provide some smiles in that clubhouse, but how long is that going to last? That's a worthy point to bring up. But there's a lot of guys that are underperforming right now. So might as well take a shot with Will. Why not? We'll see. But again, I also understand if the Padres decide not to go in that direction, it's understandable.